Welcome to Basecamp 2. I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of our side of the mountain, perched up in the cloud forest, amazing new base camp we have that we've used to access the summit on the hunt for our aunt. So come on through. Here's the kitchen, once again, the base of many of our operations. You can see lots of our chefs and guides here. Our kitchen, as compared to the previous kitchen, is a lot more vertical. Goes quite high up because, again, this entire camp is pretty much on the slope of a mountain. And you can see they really quickly whipped together some nice tables to prepare and cook the food with. Tarp, always essential for any main living headquarters. It's pretty sunny right now, but up on the side of this mountain, the weather changes almost every 10-15 minutes, so you never know what's exactly going to happen. With that, I think we are ready to go to the next zone. So down through here, gotten a little bit muddy. We have some more tents for our different researchers. There's a little flag marking the way down to the bathroom pit that we've dug. I'm hoping that as we go through this base camp, it appears to look like kind of like Peter Pan's secret hideaway with the Lost Boys kind of thing, because that's pretty much what it feels like. It's a big crazy jungle gym world. More tents, people are hanging up things to dry. We actually get sun at this camp, which is amazing, so things can almost kind of dry, which is an incredible luxury. This camp is not as luxurious in terms of space as our previous camp. So you'll see things are quite wedged together, and some of the pathways are a bit trickier to get between. So you always got to be on your toes. These are some traps that were set up earlier, some malaise traps that have been taken down already. We're getting prepared to head back home tomorrow, so this will all get packed away in just a couple hours, the entire camp. Through here is a narrow ridge where you can start seeing we're not directly on the side of the mountain anymore for the camp. We're on just a very narrow ridge where our camp is still set up. These again are the Winkler bags. They are somewhat unfortunately set up directly in the middle of our camp and impose this kind of tricky trap that you have to navigate, because you can't touch them at all or else it shakes dirt in them and it screws up the samples and the scientists get mad at you. But so we're very careful. We can hop through here. And we're able to go up and see Hannah and my hammocks up over here. We sort of built them on the actual path, then had to make a new path for people to come by. And in between our hammocks, you can see what is the new jungle crafting laboratory. So here's Jungle Lab when you're no longer in the luxurious rainforest bottoms near a luscious flowing river, but instead perched on a very narrow ridge of a mountain, cliff there, Jungle Lab right here. But it's been serving us pretty well. We've been making all kinds of different projects. We have our own little bench here. We have places to hang different gear on. More and more we're thinking that's really kind of the way to go when you're setting up a jungle laboratory. If you can have things that hang up and allow you quick access to lots of the tools you want, then I think you're golden. But a good place to sit, a good surface on which to work, decent lighting, tarps, once again very important. You'll notice this tarp started collecting some rain in the middle of the night yesterday, and I went over here. It had been filled up this huge water balloon about this big, and so I went underneath it to try to empty it out last night, and around 2 in the morning I went whoop, and it went and just gave me a mid-morning shower. It was lovely. But other than that, one special thing about this jungle lab, we also had to add an extra tarp on the side, because since we're up on the ridge of this mountain, we get a lot of kind of horizontal rain coming in and flooding everything. So tents, jungle lab. Over here you'll see little yellow traps the scientists have set out. They're full of soap and water, and they attract different insects. Here's one of the full malaise traps set up in our camp. The traps and the Winkler bags all had to be set up as soon as we got to base camp, and so they actually got all the prime real estate for all the sleeping places. But so look at this nice spot. It's all sunny. Lemurs come and visit here in the morning. There's apparently a giant scorpion here earlier too, the size of like a lobster. But this trap is supposed to catch flying insects. They fly up here, they get trapped in there, and it looks like we've got a whole bunch of things in there. Then around this, hop on through this tiny trail. We have Brian and Flavia's tent down here, which once again serves as not only their living quarters, but the main place where after they go ant collecting, they pick up the different collections, look through all the vials, examine which insects are doing what, and logging them.
They actually do that back in the Winkler tent.
Oh, they're doing that in the Winkler tent now?
Yep.
Okay. Well, so in this lab, they are actually just doing that in the Winkler tent. I thought they were still doing it down there. Good to know. And then, one of the crowning achievements of this particular base camp is Internet Rock, one of the most beautiful places in the world. Despite its limited space, the Cloudforest base camp offers amazing views. And so, in the mornings, we've been climbing up here. Out to the Internet Rock. We've been charging up our solar panels to collect some energy to turn on the lights for the cooks early in the morning, as well as to power our computers to be able to share the research that we're doing. And at the same time, we get to enjoy this, which is just fantastic. Oh, I can't get over it. And it just keeps shifting too. In about 5 minutes, there'll be whole new clouds flowing in through those valleys. You can see the ocean down near Fort Dauphin. It's all really so close. We've been doing this for over 2 weeks now, and you can almost see how close everything is that we've done. But it took a lot of doing, and it's amazing to be up here.